Making some of these videos recently about Terra Luna Classic, I've seen some comments uh, about the fact that just give it up, Matt. Burns are not going to happen. CZ gave up on it, or Binance has given up on it, and they're going to delist it at some point. And the conversation hovering around that is just always negative from those type of people. It's just interesting to me because as I look at it, maybe I'm looking at it too positively, but I think that CZ saw something that all of us are still missing to this day. And I want to talk about that in this video. I think Terra Luna Classic will be worth billions, tens of billions, and potentially hundreds of billions, depending on the trajectory of the recovery, as well as USTC and seeing what happens there with the repeg and all of that. It could be massive, way bigger than what I'm even thinking here. But let's just say that it will be worth billions when it's all said and done. We're talking about tens of billions, at least, in my opinion. But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. I do have a link for BTCC if you guys are interested in that platform. I've been utilizing BTCC, for a year and a half, and it honestly has been really, really good. I've been able to profit with 25x leverages, with 10x leverages, with even 2x leverages. I've been making it for the 2x leverages to be long term. Obviously, the larger leverage it is, the shorter term it is. But it's been working really, really good. You use my link, you can get a 10% deposit bonus. You can get extra bonuses up to $10,055, and you can enjoy up to 40% lower trading fees. You can trade up to a 250x leverage if you want to. You can also trade a minimum of 2x leverage. And this is all with no VPN and no KYC that's required. So definitely give that a look. I think it's a great platform. Again, I've been using it for a while, so nothing but kind words and great things to say about it. Terra Luna Classic currently stands at 0.00007149. I think this is a huge opportunity to have Terra Luna Classic at a very low price. Right now, it is not worth billions. It is worth hundreds of millions, and we're seeing tens of millions of dollars worth of volume. The market cap is at $394 million. Volume, $37 million, which is a 9, almost 10% volume to market cap ratio, showing even in a down market that it has some popularity to it. You have 1 million watch lists that this is on, almost 300,000 votes in the community sentiment, seeing 86% bullish versus 14% bearish. If there are so many people that are bearish on it, why are we not seeing such a high percentage on the bearish side? And that's because people are very bullish on it. They understand the hype behind it, the potential, the recovery, and so much more. There is 6.45 trillion coins in total supply and 5.5 trillion in circulating supply. We just recently had a large burn from Binance. And this burn from Binance, let me see if I can scroll here, if it does show it. The large burn from Binance was, I think it was 2 billion. 2 billion. I thought I was already on it, but about 2 billion coins from Binance that has been burned. Let's scroll down here. Let's see if we can find it. This Binance is burned. We got to scroll, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Right there, 2.1 or almost 2.2 billion coins that have been burned from Binance. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I feel as though with this burn, CZ saw something in Terra Luna Classic that nobody else is seeing, but he doesn't come out and say these things, right? Well, he does, and people miss them. He came out and said, when we were talking about the 1.2% burn tax and everything there, and trying to get exchanges to do it off chain and happening there, he said this specific thing, that it will not work for him unless all exchanges decide to do it. Right. And I'm kind of paraphrasing a little bit because I know he did say in a separate thing that the burn tax he doesn't believe will work. But then he expanded on it and said that if we don't see all exchanges do it, it will not work. And not necessarily for the entire Terra Luna Classic. And that's what people are looking at. They're like, oh, well, it won't work for Terra Luna Classic. No, it won't work for him. It won't work for Binance because Binance holds majority of the volume. If they decide to go, I want a 1.2% burn tax or a 1% burn tax, that now pushes other people from buying or selling on Binance, right? You have their own fees that are associated with it, plus a 1.2% burn tax when you buy and when you sell. That's what really would drive him crazy because it would be so much volume that could potentially come through, and now there's volume that's being diverted to other exchanges to give them popularity. If I know Binance, like I think I do, they want to control as many cryptocurrencies as they can. With the amount of volume comes power, comes responsibility, right? And you see so much potential to hold on to the dominance of a certain cryptocurrency. It could be Bitcoin, it could be Ethereum, it could be Terra Luna Classic, and that is where the power comes into play for exchanges. So if CZ says it won't work unless all exchanges are on board, it's because he doesn't want to lose out on that volume that's happening there. He doesn't want them to then trade their Terra Luna Classic or move their Terra Luna Classic to a whole nother platform, which means they essentially lose their assets. If I go ahead and buy Terra Luna Classic and I'm holding Terra Luna Classic, yes, they gain the USDT, but I'm moving that Terra Luna Classic off chain or off the exchange to a whole nother exchange where the value could potentially grow and skyrocket and they gain nothing from it. They see the value. He saw the value. I think Binance still sees the value in what can be if we figure it out. Because ultimately, all we have to do is say, this is our plan moving forward. We want to see all exchanges do this, and this is how we implement the recovery. This is how we secure USTC and Terra Luna Classic for the future. This is how we create a reserve as well. We have the whole plan written out, and when we do, exchanges can see our point and then go, okay, this is why they're burning. Not because Johnny over here wants to gain $1 million. It's because Johnny wants the chain to survive, right? The recovery to happen. CZ saw something in this. That's why this is still implemented. You still have burns that are happening years after they implemented this. It's huge for Binance because one, it also creates popularity and continues people to go, yeah, they're doing this out of the kindness of their hearts, but it's not taken away from us. Once we realize that not only Binance has to sacrifice something, but we need to sacrifice something, that's when things get to a whole nother level. Now, I don't know if we ever will. I don't know if we ever will realize that we have to sacrifice something. Maybe until it's too late. We'll get to a point where the burn tax is not really going to have an effect because there's going to be little volume and people are kind of giving up on seeing that successful side of it. And you may resort to a reverse split, especially after Binance could potentially delist it because we didn't see the same message or the same vision that CZ had, or that Binance executives have, or that anybody with a brain knows that this could be the path forward and beyond. It's just so interesting to me because people bring it up and they're like, Terra Luna Classic's dead. It's not dead. The popularity is not what it once was, and if we would have done it during that time, we wouldn't have needed a long period of time to recover. A 1% burn tax in the beginning, when we're seeing multiple billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars, we burn off the entire supply. And I even had a video on it talking about 88 days, and that was even after the fact, right? That was after seeing the huge amount of growth and the huge amount of volume for Terra Luna Classic. That was after the fact. If we did it while we saw those billions or hundreds of millions, we're talking about tens of days, maybe 20 days, a month max. We could have burned off the entire supply of Terra Luna Classic with that volume in the beginning. But since we didn't want to implement that on chain, keep it on chain, and then also see it happen off chain. When it first happened on chain, I heard so many voices in the exchange ecosystem that said, oh, they're really about this. And you saw MEXC that was getting on board with the tax. You saw smaller exchanges, like I think it was Coinin or something, that was getting involved with the tax. And we were seeing more and more conversation about that happening off chain. But then once they said, oh, it's affecting volume, and they ended up getting the burn tax taken away completely, and then realized that it wasn't the burn tax that was the volume, it was more of the fact that staking hit its max. Now we're wrong, and we made a bad mistake. Right? I didn't vote for that. I want the burn tax to stay. I want to see that success, but others didn't. And I was right about it. But now, what do I gain about it, or what do I gain with it because I was right? I gained nothing. Right? I didn't want this to be the outcome. Right? That we now are how many years later and we haven't burned down the supply that we want. I didn't want that to be the outcome. Obviously, I wanted to see it burn that supply and get to a recovery, set everything up. And yes, we probably still would have seen some negativity because it was a bearish market and we started to get into that bullish market with Bitcoin and a lot of other things. But maybe this market here today would be a lot more bullish because of the rise and success and hold steady of Terra Luna Classic and many people that have so much money to invest with because of that position. We failed. Not CZ, not Binance, not the people that really wanted those burns, but I'll even classify myself in there, even though I wanted those burns. We failed as the community that could have voted for the right things. But instead, we went with the loudest voices, the voices that were the most wrong, and we're suffering for it. However, I still think Terra Luna Classic has the potential to be worth billions, and that can still translate to millions of dollars that people make, or even billions of dollars that some people make. It's just all up to us to now take action, do that right now. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. I appreciate it so much. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments what you think.